New message.
The virus is spreading like wildfire in prisons. Many prisoners are now sick. Ambulances come late at night to take them away when they become seriously ill, so no one sees the scale of the problem. Only hospital admissions are counted in statistics being released on the number of infected prisoners. Real numbers are much higher. Those who are sick are quarantined in their cells with access to phones suspended so they cannot inform loved ones or anyone outside the prison of their treatment or well-being. Surely it's now time for prison inmates who are not a danger to the public and have short remaining sentences to serve to be released immediately on humanitarian grounds. This will reduce pressure on prison staff and have a significant impact on cross-infection rates in prisons by reducing overcrowding. Some prisoners are locked up for being unable to pay fines or motoring offences. None deserve to be consigned to a mass grave without our families even having been informed when we fell ill. Prisoners all remain on total lockdown. Prison management have warned staff not to inform prisoners what is happening in the prison, so we have no reliable information about the number of infections or how they're being managed. Only now staff have started to wear masks, but inmates still have to be exposed to the risk of infection to queue for medication at the pharmacy counter. This week, the CPOC published advice to the public on how best to prepare to protect themselves to fight off a COVID-19 infection. They confirm people should act as if preparing for surgery by staying fit and well with a healthy, nutritious diet and regular cardio exercise. Prisoners have no chance of either while on lockdown. Prison food provides the daily calorie requirement, but falls far short of optimum nutrition. There's scarcely room to walk up and down in the cells. Worrying about our own plight and that of our families outside is driving some prisoners to self-harm after 1 week of isolation. What will happen after several months? Suicides are going to spike. There'll be a severe impact on the mental health of prisoners and their families. This and a huge loss of life of prisoners will be the cost of isolating them from their loved ones in this crisis. Rioting is inevitable. Outbreaks on cruise ships turn them into little more than floating prisons for the passengers in lockdown. It is well evident those conditions ensured the virus spread rapidly among the passengers and crew. The government rightly flew them home from around the world on humanitarian grounds. Government must act now and release prisoners before this becomes a very real humanitarian crisis on our doorstep. Scotland and Northern Ireland have both announced the release of prisoners. How can England justify being out of step with the ageing, overcrowded jails we have here? The Secretary of the United Nations has urged all nations to release low-risk prisoners on humanitarian grounds. Even Iran, often chided by the UK for human rights abuses, has released its prisoners. Is England seriously going to allow itself to be ranked below